What is going on, YouTube? Good evening. Weston Nelson here with my friend Trading Nichols from the Crypto Cave. Hope you are doing well. We are coming to you tonight to talk about
What is
some
going on, YouTube? Good evening.
huge
Weston here
good
with
echo.
my friend Trading Nichols from the Crypto Cave. Hope you are doing well. We are coming to you tonight to talk about.
Sorry.
I think we got an echo somewhere.
It was me. I'm sorry. I forgot to mute the
No
screen.
worries. I'm like, I think I just said that.
Today. Well, anyway, now that I've thrown you off your flow, remember, we are the Crypto Cave. We are the DeFi guys. We are your access to knowing the things about the little tiny things that might have much more upswing. And nothing we say is financial advice. We are just here to teach you our opinion of it, and you must make your own choices. Hit the big green button and red button yourself and suffer or win the consequences. Either way, it is on you.
Thank you very much. Yes, for finishing that. Yes, as always, do your own research. We have a ton to cover today, including what's going on with Solana. Pretty deep. I've got some details, kind of an exciting surprise that we have to share on the Crypto Cave. There's Fantom news. It was a lot happened today, so we kind of got a jam-packed thing to cover here. Should we dive right in? Is there something that you feel is most important to hit up right away?
Okay, so
Fantom,
we kind of got a jam-packed thing to cover here.
Echo.
Dive right in. Is there something that you feel is most important to hit up?
Got it?
Sorry. Yes, I got it.
Okay.
It unmuted itself, the meeting.
No, anything that you wanted to start with right away, or should we go right in? We're going to talk about liquid driver and SpiritSwap.
The greenest part of my portfolio coming in out of the retracement after the May fall down has been Solana, and that is in question right now.
Okay.
I was like, Weston's like, I should short it. I'm like, I know the FA, the fundamental analysis, but the TA is, it's at support. You got to see where it goes, and it shoots up. So I protected him. I protected our members. At least I hope so. We talk so much. I'm not sure what I say to you versus them, but I tell our members as well.
Yeah. Look, a major. So what happened today with Solana was crazy. Do you have the Solana chart up by chance, or?
Yes.
So we're gonna cover Solana. We're gonna cover Fantom, liquid driver, SpiritSwap. There are synergies. It's just a lot, but so Solana, and again, where we talk about this stuff is in our Discord community, the Crypto Cave, which we have kind of a unique setup for a crypto lovers community, crypto trading. Is that you got the VWAP on there, or what is that chart showing?
I do have VWAP generally speaking, but this is actually the price by volume, otherwise known as what they call it on here is a really fixed range volume profile. I call it price by volume or volume by price. I probably said it right one of those 2 times. Anyway, the point is, as this red line is considered a point of control, and despite the fact that very strong, despite the fact that fundamentally, oh wow, networks stopped making blocks according to Bloomberg News about 1:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe that was in your time, that you looked that up. That we've been on a pullback already for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And it's almost like, because we were pulling back anyway, that matched the TA almost matched the fundamentals ahead of time. This time it's almost like, well, we already had a big pullback because this red line wasn't here. This red line came because when price touched on this is a wick, it shot back up.
Okay. Now, do you think that has to do with what potentially happened today? And when I say potentially happened, Solana apparently suffered
I feel you.
DDoS attack. So
Mm-hmm.
I was looking for, reliable data, which is hard. There's people on Twitter saying everything which way and another. Their official Twitter account did say that they had like a TPS surge. Oh yeah, here it is actually. Solana peaked at 400,000 transactions per second. So there were a couple problems that I had with this though, and I don't know if we want to get into them right now or what, but I think that Solana suffered potentially some irreparable damage, which I don't.
Yeah, I mean, we have some
like,
chatter
unfortunately.
from the Discord, and I don't really want to put that out there. I mean, I know it's a public Discord and people can find it, but I don't want their embarrassing moment to be public. So I'm not going to pull that up on my screen. You know, it's right next to this chart. But
Yeah, I've
one
got it
person
here
was
too.
saying something to the effect of, because we're very bullish. We've been bullish on them for a long time. Can they recover this? Well, apparently, people either believed in them or a TA natural reaction happened despite the news. I'm not sure,
I've believed
but
in Solana for a long time.
yep.
Like I said, I've been Anatoly he's brilliant. I remember I reached out to him first, probably like almost a year ago, and I don't like this either. But it appears that it's not good news for Solana as of right now. I did go on a fact-finding mission, and there hasn't been a lot, which also is kind of concerning too.
Yeah, I think this goes back to when Digital Asset News covered when Voyager was going down for maintenance that wasn't scheduled, meaning, yeah, there's probably a problem. And Voyager
Yeah, don't
just said,
call it maintenance.
if you go
Just say we have a
down,
problem.
say, we're experiencing issues, your funds are safe, we'll be back shortly. Something like that. Even if you don't know what it is, something other than saying scheduled maintenance, because if scheduled maintenance pops up when there's nothing scheduled, you don't think we can't figure that out?
Thank you. Yes. Here, I wanted to share my screen here. Just
All
so
right.
yeah, this is the. No, you're absolutely right. Now I didn't even realize that it was 12. Oh, okay. So this was UTC. So
Oh, so that's actually 4 hours later than Eastern Standard Time.
Lark Davis, LOL. So close offline. Yeah, crazy day. Like I said. So yeah, Arbitrum was down for an hour apparently. Like what? I just had a hard time. I thought that was like fake too, but no, that was real. And then Solana is offline, and really, what I wanted to show more importantly was, I posted this in the Crypto Cave. I went straight to the where did I go again to get that screenshot? I went to the real-time Solana validator dashboard because I wanted to see what was going on. Right? You're supposed to remember this.
Oh yeah, that's okay. So I thought you were talking about the piece of news that you found out that there's actually issues many hours before we were aware of it. But you were catching some wind of it on Twitter, and then you decided to look at their official website and take a look at how the nodes were doing, and it had a very concerning message.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know where I put that. I know I shared it in our server.
It's in our private chat.
Oh, okay. It looks like that message is gone. Oh nope, it's still there. So here, why don't I show my screen? I guess. And this isn't again. We don't know what the official status is, but we'll kind of leave it at that.
I mean, I believe one validator was very concerned because they're like, I can't restart. Where's the snapshot?
Yeah.
I don't have a snapshot.
So yeah,
I think they have to have a snapshot that everyone goes back to go forward and make blocks together again.
Well, there was, I believe, a scheduled upgrade to the mainnet today when I was reviewing their Discord and developer. There was something scheduled, planned, and I think an attack happened during that process. And so, what I would like to highlight here, if I can, really, what you got to look at is here. Maybe if I take us off, let's make this bigger. You know what? We won't be able to hear us though. I just realized. So
Is that the live one or the picture you took earlier?
This is live. So I'm going to try to zoom in on the screen a bit.
It doesn't look like it's changed since when you took a picture of it in our server then.
Which concerns me.
Yeah.
So what I want you to see is this. So in crypto, we talk about, so proof of stake is a method of consensus. Decentralization is very powerful because it allows many nodes from across the network to come together to agree on things. These validators that you can delegate to, apparently there's 1,000 of them. But this right here, this number represents the smallest number of validators that together control more than 33% of the total stake on Solana. So what they say is these entities could theoretically censor/halt the network if they colluded. Now, please see this cumulative stake, 34%.
And did they say that's enough to take over the network if they had ill intent?
No. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to point out
the data versus the conclusion, right?
Cumulative stake above can halt the network. They're basically saying improve its simulation to delegate to validators below. Now, gosh, this is just really bad, I think. These are the validators, though. Delinquent, offline for how many blocks? Looks like these ones are delinquent. So this is the current status. Wow. This does not look good, but what do you think?
I feel bad for my crypto brothers and sisters over there, and I'm kind of proud of the people that chose or had limit orders already in and decided that they were going to buy at this level, and that despite the current issues, there's still people that believe and are long. That's what the chart says to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So
what it says right now.
Let's quick hit the charts if you have it, and then and then we can move on to other news that is not as kind of, I guess, a bummer.
So this is like a zoomed in moment. This is where we resisted going down on that bigger graph where we had that red line that said lots of people were interested at this level, and when you create a new interest level like that, it can create a launching point to change your direction very quickly. Personally, I wasn't certain until around here because until they can beat the last local resistance, to me, in a way, it's almost still bearish. But they beat through and they continued. If you're a high-speed trader, you could have probably traded even more. I'm not that way. I want to be sure of the direction and be conservative with and now, sure. But in this case, because FA and TA argued and one said up and the other said down, I stayed my hand.
Yeah.
I stayed out of it.
Yeah, ultimately that's what I ended up doing too, because I was preparing to try to, I was preparing for the worst, really. But it was inconclusive, and I'm still thinking, well, is there a lot of capital that stayed here because they know that this can be resolved? I don't know. I reached out to Twitter to ask. I actually DM'd Anatoly directly to see. Hopefully he gets back to me and with some answer.
Very busy time for him right now, but
I'm sure he's like, being bombarded, but just trying to get factual data and what do you call it? A storm of Twitter FUD. It's
Oh,
not
by
as
the way,
always.
did you want to hear about our update for the people that have voted? So we got 4 votes in the
Yeah.
chat. 3
Yeah.
say it's FUD, including me. I'll admit I jumped in,
Okay.
and 1 said that it is FUD. And now I used to
Can I
think
vote?
fear, uncertainty, and doubt meant actual bad things, and I later learned that FUD actually means it's negative stuff that may not be true. That's more of a FUD. FUD is more like bad things are believed but aren't true versus actual bad news. Is that a fair way of putting the definition of FUD?
Yeah, I think calling FUD like basically people trying to manipulate and spread gossip about your stuff when it's not that bad, or maybe it's a little bad, but you've blown it way out of proportion to hurt Solana.
Like what
That's
happened
how
to
it's.
one Fantom project. They had a little tiny error. There was a percent
Tomb.
here or there off, and they freaked
Tomb
out
finance,
about it, and they crushed the project temporarily.
which is
Yeah.
being, I believe, saved by
Yes.
the Fantom Foundation,
I
which is
am
very encouraging.
impressed that when they have a problem, they don't abandon. They work to correct. That's impressive. They want their ecosystem to be healthy and whole. I like that.
Yeah. So on that note, then, why don't we transition into the other news on some other chains or
Something easier to
chain.
smile about and not feel rude if I'm smiling.
Yeah. Right. Fantom. Okay. The obvious. I feel like at this point it's the elephant in the room that is getting the attention it deserves. I mean, why don't you? I have so much to say about it. I'll just
Well,
rant
you can
on it
pop up
probably.
the screen. I can talk a little bit about it because I
Yeah,
have
yeah,
the
yeah.
article. This is their actual news event. Thank you.
Oh,
We saw it
perfect.
for our thumbnail. Liquid Driver.
So again,
and
SpiritSwap.
Mhm.
Yeah, just for context, SpiritSwap is the equivalent of Uniswap or SushiSwap, say, on Ethereum. Just on the Fantom network. So it allows you to trade for much faster and cheaper than you would need to on the Ethereum blockchain, which is insane. The fees you pay to make a trade. Sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh,
Go
you're
ahead.
fine. That's fine. Introducing the Fantom for our new viewers. So Liquid Driver is basically a place where you can farm. So if you set up now that they're integrated with SpiritSwap, if you set up a pool and set up liquidity on SpiritSwap, you can go over to Liquid Driver and you can farm it there to get Liquid Driver. Now their interest rates aren't as incredibly high, but there's something right for every investor, right? Like
And when you say set up a pool, again, we've got a lot of people who are interested. We've taken a lot of feedback from members. What is a pool? An LP, liquidity
yes,
provisioning.
an LP or pool is where you take 2 items and say, all right, I'm going to be a market maker, and anyone who
As an
needs some of
individual.
this, they can get some of that, and you get a piece of the fees as if you're part of the exchange, and that's the nature of a decentralized exchange.
Perfect. Very well said. I like it. Yeah, because the opportunity right now is tremendous in DeFi, and there are so many people who want to get into this, but they don't know what to do. It is confusing, and it's also very important that you follow people who actually do know what they're doing and give you good information, because one wrong click can literally wipe out your funds. You have to be very careful. I don't say that to scare anyone, but you got to be careful. Serious.
Leverage still has danger to it, right? And some of what Liquid Driver offers is leverage. And I also noticed that the percentage yields aren't that high. But you know what? When I was starting to talk about a little earlier, that there's something different for everybody, right? So we're
I don't think they're leveraged, by the way.
600 to 1200%. They're leveraged. We have to actively manage them. We have to come out of them, go back in. There's a risk of liquidation. If you have,
are you talking about Terra?
Yes, I am talking about Terra, and I'm saying that you don't. that's not the right answer for everybody. The right answer for you might be something more conservative that you're more comfortable with, that has less risk, and that's something that Liquidity Driver can help you with. Plus, they have some pools that I don't believe is over on Taro, which I use mostly, obviously.
Well, right. And again, let's go back to the whole idea of, assets that are appreciating and valuable. How's your bank interest look compared to what is on Trading Nickel's screen right now?
Yeah, I say this is less interest, but look at that. Really?
This is on top of the LP and any incentives that you may have on SpiritSwap if you're in the in-spirit.
Forgive me, but yes. I don't think I would say it that way. I feel like it's inclusive. So these percentages are a mix of the fees you get from the pool and for farming, and I believe it's all combined in a percent.
No, just on Liquid. This is so you do your LP. You deposit that LP to Liquid Driver. This is just Liquid Driver.
Okay.
Like
whatever you put in, right?
Yeah, from their platform. So whatever you're getting on LQDR Fantom in SpiritSwap, if you take those LP tokens and stake them in Liquid Driver, you're going to get an additional percentage that you were just shown there on the screen, which is part of the beauty of DeFi with, of kind of three primary ways to make money. LPing, which is being a market maker. So, you're letting people trade. You get, usually that's like 0.25, 0.3% of a trade. Lending, borrowing, probably the simplest way, just like lending a stable coin. And then yield farming, which is kind of like this, or this is more like yield aggregating, or Liquid Driver is a very unique service actually. But so they're partnered. This is on top of that, and they're partnered with SpiritSwap, more fully integrated. They already kind of were, but were you going to share anything else about the?
Yeah, I was trying to get some good graphs, and sometimes these newer assets can be difficult to pull up. So I actually had to go to get better data. I had to pull it up with Fantom on
in our server.
Yeah, you want to give them a quick shout out? Who helped us get this into our server?
So the bot scientist, Rob, is it Rob Ty?
Rob Ty? I was thinking it was his name right here. Yeah. Thanks, Rob Ty.
He built this bot. I was trying to build a bot. I'm still building. I've done a bunch, but I'm building more. But shout out to him. Thank you for this incredible bot. It's so useful. It's hard to find prices, and all you have to do is literally, you could do it right now if you wanted. To check the price, and it'll shoot back a chart and how its relative performance is to Fantom in real time.
The first one's against Fantom. So in other words, if you want to put Liquid Driver against Fantom, it looks pretty not risky. It looks like generally the value change for Fantom to Liquid Driver is pretty flat. So this is over the last week, Liquid Driver's performance, and that's very similar to what Fantom did by percentage. So your pool should stay pretty well equal. Your leverage would have to be very high to get you kicked out of this and suffer impermanent loss. Obviously, these are technically moments of impermanent loss, but it's also stability. So,
exactly.
I was always told, falsely, I believe, before I did DeFi myself, that you want to have a stable coin against something that's chaotic or volatile. So, and when something goes down, if it's against a stable coin, you lose half as much. But if it goes up, you also win half as much. But if you have two things that kind of move together, then they synergize rather than one always dragging behind the other.
Yes, and obviously if they synergize and go up,
yes,
that's a good thing. You know what? Actually, would you mind? I noticed something on your screen. I just pulled it off. Could I share it again? Yeah. I wanted to share. Yeah. I shared with our server the APR I was getting on on
Oh, yes. Okay, just above it. Let's
on Taro.
1575%.
This is real. This is real now, and this isn't something I would not recommend for most people unless you're going to monitor it. But
You can't sleep with this, or you could lose a lot of money, depending on how much you
yeah.
risk.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
I mean,
That's cool. I see.
Just as an example, we have.
I don't think people can read that number, but
it's 1575%.
Yeah, APR.
Against FTM, right?
No, that's a Taro farming APR.
Yeah, but Taro FTM pool farming at Taro. Is that more accurate?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like basically I'm getting 1,575% APR in Taro tokens at the moment, as we are in a great setup for both Taro and Fantom. They're moving right along together.
And I'll be honest, I didn't want to stop buying more, so to speak, by staying in the LP pool. I knew I could get out. I saw the market. I knew we were coming down. I didn't know how far, but I knew where support was, and I knew it was quite far. And I pulled out of Taro because Taro was moving down faster than Fantom, and that concerned me. But I stayed in all my other pools, despite that the ecosystem was generally coming down for a healthy correction and finding support. And at the moment, they're coming back up. And the reason why I bring that up is because what I did stay in, by price, I should have lost 25% as of yesterday. But with my rewards and fees, I really only lost 13%, which means I had even more than I did before for when I went back up. And that's just from the fees.
Because you were yield farming, right?
I was collecting separately. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I think that I feel like you're someone who is now just come around to understand the power of this, and and you love it too. But I think for a while it was always me being like, yield farming, and it's like, okay, yeah, Weston, that's great. Have fun farming or whatever you're doing. But now you know what I mean.
Well, what brought me around was the low fees of Fantom.
Yes.
I mean, how many times did you tell me a story where you're like on Bancor or some other pool, and you're like, I made my fees back. And other times you're like, I have to unstake this. Oh, what I won is as expensive as the fees. And sometimes even worse. Sometimes it's a net loss.
Like sometimes there would, I still vividly remember one night in Aave, I was in the Aave protocol on Ethereum, and there like a flash crash, and then to get out was like more expensive than the assets that I had in there. It was just insane. And it's just so painful. But we're here to tell you, you don't have to do that anymore. There is a layer 1 that is fast, cheap, and secure called Fantom.
Now, don't get me wrong. Fees do go higher at Fantom sometimes. When it's very busy and you're getting out of a pool that everyone else is seeing they have to get out of, you might pay 0.15 Fantom, which is like 18 cents.
Okay, thank you. I was going to say, what is higher?
But normally it's less than a penny. So, I mean, that's like 3,600% more expensive, but it's still cheap.
During times of severe congestion, you may pay 25 cents.
Right.
You can't really beat that. So that's why we've been really bullish on it as a layer 1 protocol. The price looks primed to me, I guess personally. Again, I don't know if you have the chart up, but it did bounce off support very nicely. I think you actually called it.
Yeah, I did. I said there's support for Taro at $1, and it bounced off of $1. And I have the chart up right now if you're interested.
Oh yeah. Do you? Okay.
I do.
We were talking about this today, and
it just barely got in $1. I think that's pretty close that I called it.
You're very No, it's perfect. You were close. You did a great job.
It's nice when it works out because sometimes it doesn't.
All right.
But yeah,
It's never going to work out all the time,
before
right?
even before it fell down all the way, I thought, okay, what if they buy it up early before support? Because I've seen that many times. So I got back into terror about here. I lost like 6% as the protocol went down 10%. My pool reduced in value by 6%, and then I got a third of that back in fees. So I got in a little early. I was afraid of missing out on those fees. I don't know about you, Weston, but are you more of a hodler than I've ever met you because of pools and the fact that you can average down and keep buying more of it because of the farming on the way down?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I move in and out of things quite frequently. For those who don't know, like my style of trading, and yeah, I kind of have the belief we all become an amalgam of fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and then just learning from community members. Like I love asking. We've got a sharp guy in our community in Calvin. He's always checking charts, and he likes the bots. I think that we got in our Discord, and so just hearing from other people, for instance. Yeah, Fish made a great point today about Solana, right? Those kind of things get me thinking, and so I go in and out when I see new data. But to answer your question, yeah, these APRs are insane. If I'm getting 1,500% on a protocol that has a market cap of like, I should look this up, but I don't know, $10 million, and I'm getting 1,500% APR in that token, and they have 70 million TVL, I believe. It's just like
You know what?
$7 million market cap.
I saw that supported $1. How much do you bet there was people that were over leveraged, and when it came down to $1, it got outside their band, and they got liquidated, and that's why the percent is so high. They could have managed the risk and gotten out, so there's more yield for the rest of us. But yield is up 50% right now from what it was just this morning and yesterday and the day before that. And I can't help but wonder if that price correction also pulled some, I want to say, leverage out of the market.
Yeah,
Very definitive and healthy correction.
Very well could be. I'm looking at tarot right now. It looks like here we go on the 30-minute. I know I like 15-minute personally. $1.12. Red Phantom $1.24. Like, what's that?
And it was just at $1.
Yeah, well, but again, so yeah, you're getting these increases in your LP positions, right? But the APR is what I'm talking about. So like, you go in and you can collect tarot tokens at this ridiculous rate, and then again, back to the whole point of the market cap being such a little baby gem right now, kind of like Scream, kind of like SpiritSwap, Liquid Driver. Spooky Swap is growing, but still small. Fantom is, I think, like 2 or 3 billion now, but still, it's in my opinion gonna 5x, 10x from here. I don't see how it almost couldn't with what's happening on the network with like Rarity Manifested and the NFT bridge that is clearly being built. It was released on Twitter today, a hint. There's so much happening, and there's problems everywhere else. There don't seem to be many problems with Fantom. They've done a good job. So yeah, I'm just bullish on the ecosystem, and then especially the top projects. Anything you'd add to that, or SpiritSwap? I'm looking at it at 14 cents. I'm like, wow, feels like a steal to me.
And that's actually the what I usually have up in this spot. Right, there's an honorable mention for Liquid Driver today, so I was trying to graph that, but it seems not to be accurate today. Spirit
Oh, this
falls into
this
that
price. Sorry,
on
this
CAC.
is not
It's
accurate.
not. Yeah, there's just a couple of things that are just so obscure that it's hard to get a good graph on. So when that happens to you, come into our Discord. It's even available on the free side. Don't be scared. You don't have to use up your
Yeah.
7 days if you're busy. Come on by, type in .c, the ticker, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month. If you mess up, it'll let you know how you messed up and help teach you how to use it. And you can check and be like, okay, all right, well, I can see this top line is pretty flat, so I should check back on it, but I should be safe for more leverage on this one. Or maybe I'm that guy who just started and I didn't run any leverage for the first few days. And I was still like, oh, yield.
Can you
I was like,
do
it's
that
so much.
impression again, please?
Oh,
That was great.
yield. That's me pretending to be screaming because I'm breathing in while I talk.
Can you see my? I'm trying to share my screen here. I don't know if it worked, but I was trying to share.
Yeah, you kept sharing mine, so I try to keep it interesting.
Yeah. Well, seriously, we do have a 7-day free trial, so you don't even have to enter your credit card. So again, utilize that. That it can be it should be popping up right now. The link upgrade.chat crypto cave. It'll take you to the bot that manages our server referral program, which also is very innovative, as well as our memberships. So it's all automated. You can cancel and subscribe anytime by typing the command. It's very easy for you and also for us because we don't want to be.
We want to trade all day. We don't want to sit there and worry about and hold your hand as you come and go. We want you to feel free. It's just like the spirit of the DAO that we want to make for Cave to govern. We want it to be
welcome.
Owned by the members for the members. If we're not doing the right thing, tell us to do the right thing, and we have to.
Boom.
Or we lose your trust, and we want your trust, and we want to be what you need in the market today. If you can't stand that channel, but you get outvoted, I'm sorry, it's staying. That kind of thing, just don't look at it, mute it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's the other thing is, Discord.
Yeah.
Discord is very can be complicated. If you look at, so we have the features of our community are kind of multifold. We've got alerts, which are webhooks and bots sending in news, updates, unusual volume, right? This is all useful stuff for trading, but it's all automated alerts. So real time, very useful. But to me, again, it's always the community stuff that is the most useful. And this is where, what was the chart we were just looking for? Was it Spirit?
The Spirit. That's what I just typed. I already have it ready for you.
Oh, you did? What did you do? 1 week?
Yeah, so that's on Spirit. And by the way, call me crazy, but for Spirit, I was able to stay 6x leverage the whole time. My only regrets was coming off of it because Spirit and Fantom moved well together. Now, something else, though. So when I spent 4 hours studying the charts, driving my dear friend nuts while he taught me how to use this thing, I picked out the very best, safest thing to put together, Boo and Fantom, and everyone's agreed with me, and the yield is way low. Thanks a lot.
I think you did all right. All right.
I only went up 300% by price action, let alone with the fees and stuff. So
yeah, and you were farming too. So okay. Nice, Calvin.
I love Calvin. He's like, refer. He's trying to get more people into the cave. He's like, I want to talk to more people, and I want to get paid to talk to him.
Yeah, I thought he. I was going to show. So, again, to upgrade. I feel like people need to understand that. So, to upgrade your role when you join, you literally type upgrade and then you click yep, and then it takes you to the thing where you do your free trial. I don't think you can see my screen anymore.
Yeah, it went off to La La Land. It must be the Spirit.
Okay, but yeah, okay.
But I mean, if you pull that into the screen, we should see that too, unless you got it limited to see Discord only.
It's on there. Whoops. But well, okay. I don't know. You have to go to your web browser and it says
And
Discord
it's
up.
so easy. Free date, 7-day free trial if you go with the PayPal. We still have PayPal and Stripe, but Stripe doesn't let you do the free trial. You have to just pay up front, right?
Yeah, but it's actually even easier than that now. So since you just go to upgrade chat, if you want the 7-day free trial without putting in your credit card, just choose that option.
And if you know you want to continue even before you've come in, you can set it up right away so there's no interrupting your membership.
Yeah, like you don't. Yeah, like some
You're
people,
not like,
you know,
hey,
like, oh, I forgot to sign up, and now I don't have access or something. You know, so
where's
if you
my
want to sign
link?
up, yeah, exactly. It's like, well, you stopped being a member, so it stops.
All right. I
No,
know we
but
could go another hour without how much happened today, but I have a suspicion that we should close up, but hint at something we can talk about in the next show. What do you think?
yeah, I think so. I have
The
two things
hint
in mind,
is
actually.
we are really into gaming and we have friends there and we are making connections there. Yes, we're already manifested.
Yes. So we have a very intelligent and ambitious community member who Trey Nichols and I have been, I guess, collaborating with on ideas and chatting about. And we've got a lot of exciting stuff, I guess, coming to Crypto Cave. You know, I don't know how to really say it concisely, so I'll let you do it. If you said you wanted a quick.
We're working to build a token for governance. We're working with the developer now. We didn't know this probably 2 days ago. To work on the game. He's
mid-October.
Read the code and learn stuff about the game. That it's right there in plain English on GitHub. You can read ahead.
This is way over most people's heads. So like we can help you like navigate the game Rarity manifested. I mean, that's how I'm seeing us doing this, I guess. But maybe you're even having different ideas, and Z's having different ideas too. But I'm like, hey, if we can do this, we can help all of our members be better at this massive game that's going to be, I think, as big as like a Final Fantasy or Dungeons and Dragons or something like that. So it's pretty exciting. And then having a tokenized community in a DAO, and what we're hoping for to launch in, I think, mid to end October. DeFi fall should be a great time. Will be for us in the Crypto Cave. So come join us if any of this resonates with you. Again, we like to share information with our members. We were all over the Solana thing right away today because people are invested in that. And again, it's always, you got to do your own research, but that was important. So we hopped on and tried to get to the bottom of it right away. So yeah, I think that's everything. Unless you had anything else, I think we could wrap it up for tonight. And
yeah, we did a
thank
little more about the Discord today. I mean, you can make 25% if you do referrals. You can even refer people in without joining and get yourself a free membership. I mean,
seriously,
if you can't afford
another video on that.
You can get 4 people to join, and now you're in for free. That's literally how it works.
Yeah, like, so we built this. Okay, I'm just going to show it real quick. Well, wait, what? Why did my Discord go?
Oh, because Discord's a power user.
Oh, no, it's because I just upgraded myself. Can you share your Discord?
Yourself? Oh my! All right, so let's say you're just joined and you can't see very much. You can just see a few pages. And you saw him type upgrade, and you're like, "Well, I want to upgrade." So type upgrade, and then you're in. And by the way, you can just click on his link. You don't have to make your own link. It's the same link. But if it wasn't available nearby? And that's my referral code.
That is your referral link. You can put it anywhere you want.
And it's automatically connected. You don't have to apply. It's there. If you have a Discord account, you can refer people.
And we've set it to be like easy numbers where we believe in being what's the word, like, let's be generous here, 25% for anybody you bring to the crypto cave. That's very nice, I guess, compared to competing services or whatnot. And we've made it so much easier, and it's also automated and transparent so that you can check at any point where you're at. It's controlled by the bot that we pay for. And the last thing I want to point out is that if you go to Cave Tweets, we've made this
Cave
so
Tweets.
easy that if you put that link in your Twitter profile, say, for instance, because crypto Twitter is like bonkers, you see that little heart and little retweet thing? Okay, so you just did it. We've integrated a bot that we added to our server that literally allows you to retweet something from, it's typically the Crypto Cave handle, my handle, or Trading Nickels handle. Well, actually, yeah, that's just those three. And you're on Twitter. Your tweet just came up on my other screen here. That's
Squirrel.
awesome. But like, click button, make money. Click button, make money. I don't know if we could make it easier for you in terms of referral program to a great community that wants all the members.
And the other half of it is put the referral link like in your profile or a pinned comment somewhere there's a lot of high traffic. Or if you are doing a lot of things with your Twitter and it doesn't fit in there, you can give it a special tweet every once in a while. Just however you're comfortable and sharing us.
Wherever you want. And you don't have to do this.
It's way beyond liking our like button. That is like loving us in a
well, and that's why we want to make it what's the word? Pay it back to you too, because you're helping the community grow, because hopefully we're attracting like-minded people, and we want to have the polished, the most well-polished, finest community of crypto traders in on earth. That's kind of our vision, and that's what we're building. So by you sending that out there, and that's what we're going to attract in. So I mean, why not? I guess passive income. Who doesn't like passive income? That's kind of like the dream, I guess. So I just feel like we need to talk more about how crazy we've made that setup for people to actually do that. You get 4 people to sign up. You have enough free membership now to Crypto Cave. You get 1,000. You're making an extra, what is, I don't know, $1,500 or $1,200 a month, or no, that's 100.
Well, if we put this in people terms, you're making 25% monthly.
Yeah, and then you take that and
times 12.
Go to DeFi.
We start talking about Fantom numbers here. 25 times 12. 25% times 12. That's 300% a year. 25% every month is 300% a year. It's almost like tarot. Or
maybe not as good as tarot.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's a good thing, and it's recurring. And obviously, our goal is to be a long-term sustainable success here. Right now we're focused on trading, but that's because we have to start somewhere, right? What we're really about, in addition to trading, is the technology that underlies this revolution that's happening of decentralization, which is crypto. So crypto trading is great, but we just added, like today, blockchain development, the channel to help people who are interested in that learn that. And then, we'll probably, I see in the future us having like a crypto jobs section, NFTs, how to build this, just essentially think of Crypto Cave as the hub of crypto, right? That's all you got to know. And that's your one-stop shop. It's all you need to go for the right community, the best community, and people that you can trust to give you the advice or the guidance that they believe is to the best of their ability, is what's accurate to, who want to help you out. So enough on us and that.
I found one
SpiritSwap.
more thing in this article we forgot to mention. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. I suggested we end, and
Go ahead. I was just saying SpiritSwap, so it's probably what you're going to say.
Yeah, because so what's special about the boosted pools at Liquid is that you get both Liquid and Wrapped Fantom. Okay, so if you're super bullish on Liquid Driver, if you're getting double where
Which
you
I
get
am.
Liquid Driver and Wrapped Fantom, then you can trade some Wrapped Fantom for more Spirit, and then you can add to your pool over time. That's one of the cool things that happens if you get more than reward once. It's a little less
Wait.
trading to keep adding to your pool.
Did I might have missed this part. I'm gonna have to read the article again, or maybe we talked about it already. But
Yeah, you
is
get
that
double. You get Liquid Driver and Wrapped Fantom if you're in a boost. Specifically the boosted pools.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. No. Right. It's it's a pretty. They've done a pretty exceptional collaboration or partnership synergy, Liquid Driver and SpiritSwap, by putting this together. So, I mean, I guess it's on the screen right there. So, yeah, check it out for yourself. Yeah. Why don't we wrap it there?
We did Abracadabra last night. Now I see that their stablecoin MIM is in here.
Oh my
we
gosh.
covered the link last night being new in here, so you can put that against Fantom if you like.
Yes, there's Spell. There's so much happening on Fantom. I wish we could share it with more people. What's coming? That we know just by doing all this research, and we live it and breathe it, and that's why. So, like I said, if this resonates with you, join us or keep watching our videos. Try to learn. DeFi can be a little tricky at times. Be careful. Always do your own research, and we appreciate you taking time out of your evening, morning, wherever you are, to watch Trading Nichols and I jumble through this live stream and have fun talking about crypto.
Awesome. I will not add. I promise. I'll let us go. Trade safe.
Okay. Cheers. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, and we'll be back soon. Bye.